Dave, we're well into pre-season now. Could you just run us through the sort of work you're doing with the goalkeepers out here and what you're expecting of them at this stage?
Yeah, well, we're 3 weeks in now, so we're really getting to that stage where we're trying to tick every box, leading into what will become more intensive games and more game time for the lads. So in pre-season, it's really trying to start off nice and steady and build into it, so that as the games come and the Premier League starts, we've done all the work that's required to make sure we're ready leading into that last week.
It's been a very busy but positive summer in the goalkeeping department with the arrival of Angus Gunn and Alex McCarthy signing a new contract as well, of course.
Yeah, I mean, look, start off, Alec played really well towards the end of last season and played a big role in terms of the team staying in the Premier League, and he deserved to get his new contract. And then obviously for me to be able to bring Angus to the club and get the support of the club to do that has been really positive. We have to keep striving and pushing and moving forward and make sure the department doesn't stand still, and to be able to sign somebody of Angus's ability, a young English goalkeeper, is really exciting for me and the club, and obviously we hope that he's going to be a real big signing for us in the years to come.
How has he settled into the group? Because as you mentioned, he comes with sizable pedigree at England youth level and obviously playing for Man City as well.
Yeah, he's certainly proven himself in his time with the young England teams and at Manchester City. He had a really good season out on loan at Norwich last year, which established him as a regular first team footballer, and now he wants to come here and really compete. He's hungry to do so. He's a little bit behind the lads. Obviously they've been in China for 2 weeks, and obviously we didn't manage to get the deal concluded for him to join us in China, but he's here now. We had a week at Staplewood last week where we put some good work into him. I didn't feel he was quite ready to perform at Derby last weekend, so if we get a good working week here, then he'll certainly be up for selection for the game at the weekend.
And there's international recognition, and England in particular as well, right throughout the group now, which must be really pleasing for yourself.
Yeah, for me, I think I've always backed English goalkeepers, and I think it's important that we make a stance and really show that we've got some good quality in this country. I'm very fortunate to have 4 excellent English goalkeepers working here at the minute, and it's my job to keep on top of them and push them forward. But the nice thing with the group and the dynamic that we've got at the moment is that they're challenging each other and pushing each other on every day, which is what I want also, because then ultimately the quality and the standard should improve.
Harry Lewis spent time out on loan at Dundee United. How beneficial was that for him?
Yeah, we've just alluded to it in terms of Angus's situation. Sometimes I think it's very important for young goalkeepers to get the opportunity to go and play first team football. Obviously the higher the level, the better it is for them, but he had a fantastic experience up at Dundee last year, having to live away from home, certainly different facilities to what we've got at Staplewood. The ups and downs of the team, performing well at some points, not performing so well, him going through rough stages of form and results with the team. But that learning curve you can't put into a player who's playing under 23 football. So from my point of view, he's come back having learnt hell of a lot, and it's important now we knuckle down and get the group working together and push on, and then let's see where we get a little bit further on in the season with him.
How important was that for his mentality? Because in Scotland, obviously, it's quite intense. The expectation on a club like Dundee United is there for all to see.
Yeah, well, for us, it was a good move because Dundee United were expected to get promoted out of the Championship to get back up to the Scottish Premier League. So he wasn't going up there just to play in a mid-table team with no expectation. There was pressure on him from day one because he had to hit the ground running, the team had to hit the ground running. And sometimes that's the reality of football. It's great to do all your training all week, but what you want is a big game at the end of it to finish your week off, and hopefully as you're developing you get a nice level of consistency the more mature you get as a goalkeeper. So he learnt a hell of a lot from that last season, and as a human being he'll be better for it, and as a goalkeeper he'll be better for it because he knows the ups and downs that come with playing regular week in, week out when it really matters.